we're just going to hang out like this, and we're just going to leave the computer right here. Ooh, was that me? Did I bump something?
We can bring the ottoman over, and then we can sit in front of it.
Nah, this is fine.
All right.
Make this bigger, though. Need glasses. You wear glasses.
Yeah.
You have contacts?
Mine are more just for like
You
when I'm.
see well enough.
I see like completely fine. Like I have like a super light prescription. It's more for like I'm working on the computer all day long, or I'm like studying. I need something to relax my eyes a little bit and kind of. I'm nearsighted, so it's like reading up close is fine, but it's like all right, far away. It's like okay, what does that say?
okay. Yeah, I didn't know that Darren needed glasses until
I thought his were fake.
this last year. Yeah, when he started wearing them, I'm like,
I thought it was just a style
why
thing.
is he doing that? Come to find out, no, he needs glasses. And he was our goalie in high school, and he's needed them for years.
It explains a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he'd close his eyes the whole time and just guess.
He did pretty good on
that's true.
Thursday. He had 73% saves percentage.
That's way good.
Thursday. He did really good. I had to keep the books on Thursday, so I was
sorry.
like, it's awful. I was like, ugh.
Yeah. They won, though, right?
Yep, 12-6. 12-7.
Who'd they play?
Wyoming. Cowboys.
Okay. We're not going to talk about the UTEC SUU game.
Gosh.
I don't want to make you cry or anything.
Let's
go, boys. Let's go, Blazers.
That was a joke.
All right. Well, let's just get right into it because this one can go for, might go for a little bit. So, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not answer them, depending on if I want to or not.
See how that goes.
Yep. Shout out to ChatGPT again.
Not sponsored.
If you're not using that software, what are you doing with your life?
It makes stuff so much easier.
So much easier.
I had a professor tell me the other day in class, he's like, yeah, I use it to write reports and stuff for clients and stuff. I'm like, that's smart.
Yeah.
It's way smart.
Yeah, I mean, people are getting mad. It's debatable on how ethical it is for doing schoolwork.
Right.
We're not going to get into that, though. Kids, do your work. But, yeah, I use it at work.
It's a useful tool to have.
So all the time. So I typed it in there. I got like ADD or something like that, bro.
Probably something like that. We'll see.
ADHD. I don't know what the difference is. Anyways, I typed in there. It's like, hey, I'm doing a podcast. I've known this guy who I'm talking with for almost 8 years now.
It's been longer.
It's been around 8. No, because I graduated 4 years ago. And then I went to 4 years of high school. And then we met when I was in 8th grade, which was the year prior. So we're going on 8 or 9 years now.
Yeah.
So, granted, I've known Darren for longer. Known him.
No, yeah.
I've known him since elementary school.
Right.
But, granted, I guess I didn't really start really hanging out with you till the end of my high school.
Yeah, it was like
my junior. My junior, because that was when you were a freshman.
Yeah.
So you know Logan better, though.
Yeah.
Because you and Logan have been tight for long.
Pretty much that long, yeah.
So, but anyways, I was like, hey, I know this guy for this long, but I need so many questions and to get to know them on a deeper level.
See how deep this gets.
Yeah, I mean, some of them it's not. It's interesting. It's like, because I wanted unique questions.
Right.
You know, because I was like, oh, when's your birthday?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, we're going to start with a couple just basic ones. Just for super basic ones because we're guys. Sometimes we don't know basic information about each other. So,
yeah, it's true.
All right, so where are you from?
Usually the answer I give is just St. George because I've been here so long. But,
okay.
I mean, I was born in Las Vegas and grew up there I was there. I've almost been in Utah just as long as I was in Vegas, so about 10 years or so.
So I'd say you're still from Vegas.
Yeah.
Once you hit that halfway and it favors more Utah, then you probably...
I mean, I kind of just say St. George because it's like, all right, I went to high school here. I know I'm still connected with more people here and stuff. And
that makes sense.
But, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, whenever that question gets brought up, too, I'm like the same way. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm like, oh, I'm from here, St. George.
Yeah.
Because I moved here when I was 3. So, like, I am from here.
Right.
I was born in California, but, like, I am from here. My
Right.
parents, though, are from California. They are still at the same point as you, almost to that halfway. They've been living in Utah almost as long as they've been living in California for. They're getting closer and closer every year.
Right.
I think, I want to say the next few years. So my dad was, never mind, he's got a little bit. They got a little bit, but it's coming up. What do you do for a living?
Well, that one's pretty quick answer on my part. I mean, I'm an accountant now, so I'm working on that. I mostly do tax work, but I do a little of everything. So advising, bookkeeping, auditing, hardly none, but I can do it.
Yeah, my job just changed actually. So we lots of stuff just changed at work, and I went from the creation side of content creation to now the management side of it.
There you go.
So instead of making the content for social media, now I'm more on like the manager admin side of it because of some changes that I don't want to get into. But hobbies or interests? Give me 3 hobbies or interests.
Hobbies, interests, they kind of all are very related. Just being outdoors. That's a big general one I put out. So hunting, hiking. Another big one I do is riding motorcycles. And I'm not talking crotch rockets or anything like that. I'm talking Harley. I'm an old man. I'm old man by heart. Like,
I know.
I'm in bed, asleep, no later than 10 o'clock every single night.
There was a night a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what it was. We weren't recording. It was something else. I sent you a text or something. We were texting, and I was like, it's like 10:30, and he's awake. What's going on? Is he okay?
It was probably like a Friday night or something.
It might have been. It might have been the weekend.
That's probably why I was still awake, because usually Fridays, Saturdays, definitely not Sunday nights, but I'm usually up a little bit later. But
yeah, I was like, I'm worried about him. I hope he's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so back to your question, just kind of a broad general is just outdoors, being outside. I mean, lacrosse is still a big part of what I'm doing.
Right.
But
okay. Yeah, I went nerdy. I said Legos.
Legos isn't a bad hobby.
No, I love Legos.
There's a whole bin full. Actually, it's not right here. It's in
somewhere
the closet.
Else, yeah.
It's in the closet.
My parents got one too. They got a big old bin of just random spare Legos.
Oh, yeah.
So all I'm saying is you can't call Legos childish because Legos, like Lego, has adult.
Yeah.
Like an adult line, like a mature. They're the black box ones. They're the cool ones.
Right. They're the Star Wars ones.
Yeah, there's some Star Wars one. All the Star Wars ones are for all ages. I don't care. I love those ones. But like, I just bought a bonsai tree. I built the bonsai tree.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So peaceful. I love looking at it. I'm like, it's so nice. I can change the leaves off. I got the green ones on right now, but there's like pink ones that look like cherry blossoms or whatever. I don't want to build the. Well, it's not that I don't want to. It's just like it's gonna be tedious because there's 100-something frogs, pink frogs that go with them. I'm like. That's an interesting choice using frogs, but whatever. I'm just like, I'll build these when I want to put them on.
Right.
Which I don't know when that will be, but
right.
Yeah, Legos and then like photography, videography, obviously. This is another quick one. Do you have any siblings? I know that's a yes. You have 3.
Yeah, you got that one.
And they're all married now?
They're all married now.
Okay. So I've got 7. So.
Yeah. See, you only have one niece, don't you?
Yeah, just one. Well, one niece by blood, and then I have a step nephew. I guess you would call it, because my sister's husband from a previous marriage had a boy.
Gotcha.
But he's older. So he's the same age as some of my cousins.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't see him as often though, but I always kind of forget him. I'm so sorry. If you're listening to this, Cat, Chase, Camden, I apologize. I always forget about him. When we're talking about everyone, I just forget him.
Yeah.
Anyways, last basic question. What's your favorite type of food?
That depends on the day.
Okay.
I usually lean towards like some sort of pasta or something.
Okay.
But you can never go wrong with a steak or a burger or something like that. So any manly food like that.
Manly food.
That's the best way to describe it. Like,
I know. Yeah.
Like steak, sushi, hamburgers, hot dogs, bratwurst, whatever's on the menu for the day. Sometimes it's just mac and cheese.
Oh, I love mac and cheese.
I love mac and cheese.
I always go for burgers though.
Burgers is always a good choice.
So like all those things, it's like what one food could you never live without? You know, it's like burgers.
Yeah.
Because like you can put steak on a burger.
True.
They have a steak burger.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Or technically a chicken sandwich. That's a chicken burger. That's
there's you can do so much with those, and it's like it's a burger. You can't go wrong with it.
It's really hard. You get
your full plate. You get your carbs. You get your protein, and then if you put lettuce on it, I'm iffy on lettuce. Every now and then it's fine depending on the burger.
It's got to be the right kind of lettuce. It's got to be like an iceberg. Like
and it very much depends on the burger and who's making it.
Right.
So sometimes I'm like, nah, get this off my burger.
Or it's that like kale type looking lettuce.
Yeah, and then I'm iffy on tomatoes on a burger. I'm like half and half because sometimes I'm like, okay, no, like this is actually really good. I'm not gonna pull it off. Other times, I bite it, pull the whole thing out. I'm like, I don't care for this.
Right. Or you get towards the end and all the freaking tomatoes slide out to the end, and it's just straight tomatoes. Then you just start pulling them out.
Yeah. Then onions every now and then.
Onions. Grilled onions.
Man, I'm getting hungry. We should do a mukbang podcast episode. Mukbang. I'm pretty sure that's what you call it. Mukbang.
I don't even know what
it's not bad. It's you. I know what it sounds bad, but nah, it's like you just eat.
Huh.
I don't know why people on the internet love watching other people eat, but it's like you just eat in front of people and we can talk.
There you go.
So,
hey, another idea.
That'd be fun.
Let us know if you want to see us eat.
And if you don't, too bad. We're probably gonna do it.
Probably.
All right, now let's get deep.
Okay.
Let's dive in because the first one's a doozy. Not a doozy, but it's like, it is kind of deep. So the first question that it gave me was, what motivates you in life and how do you stay motivated?
I think that's a big question for just life in general.
Yeah.
I mean, what motivates you? I mean, I really think it's like the success of others, like watching these famous people be like, okay, they're going off and doing this, or a business owner that, they sell their business and then they just have the rest of their life to just enjoy it and do what they want, like, and be retired early. And that's kind of what motivates me and pushes me is like, okay, I want to be retired by like 55. Like, if I can be earlier, I'll do earlier. But I'm like, I don't want to work my whole life. Like, I want to be able to be young enough to, all right, I'm going to take off and I'm going to buy this motorhome and I'm going to drive cross country for the next month and do what I want.
Yeah. I'm the same way. And like just wanting to be better with business, wanting to be better in my craft. And then also ultimately it kind of ties back into family. Like being able to provide for my wife and our future family.
Right.
Being able to just take off on a whim and have that ability to have that amount of free time to go do something with the family, with the kids, not miss.
Yeah.
If they've got some sporting event, not having to miss it because of work, being able to actually go.
All right, your kids, hey, Dad, let's go to Disneyland. All right, let's go to Disneyland. Like,
that's going to be a hard, their mom is going to have a hard time saying no to that, let me tell you.
That's true.
For the last couple months. Can we go? Can we go? Oh, look, I'm scrolling on TikTok and I found this live. Someone's at Disneyland. What ride is this? And I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. She's looking at, I think it's this one. I'm looking at, yeah, you're right. Other times, no, it's this one. See this right here?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. It's so much. So they're going to have I'm going to have to be the bad cop on that one.
Probably.
Be like, not yet. But, I mean, granted, if everything goes to plan and got the money for it, might as well.
Might as well, yeah.
So if nothing else is going on. But, okay. All right, should we get deeper than that? No, this one's not deeper, but what's your biggest fear and how do you deal with it?
Biggest fear is probably not, like, feeling I'm good enough. Like, all right, I'm working hard and I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything as a husband, a father, or a business person, or on a spiritual level, or whatever it is, like, not feeling I have enough worth, or I've not done all I can do, not giving all my effort. Like, if I give all my effort and I fail, yeah, it sucks, but I know I gave all my effort as much as I could, so.
Right. I agree. Mine was failure and success. And it's kind of like almost contradicting.
Right.
But it's like the fear of failure stops a lot of people, right? It's, well, I don't want to start because if I fail, then I lose everything.
Right.
And so trying to get past that mindset of you don't win or lose, you win or learn. Well, either way, you learn.
Right. I mean, you look at any successful person, Elon Musk or whoever it is, like they're giving speeches or whatever. 9 times out of 10, they don't talk about their successes. They talk about their failures of, oh, yeah, I tried this, blew up in my face. I lost this much money. I had to live off of ramen for 2 months.
And every single one of them has had failures.
And that's what makes them successful, because they failed so hard. They knew what not to do and create their success from that.
Right, and being able to get back up. So
Right.
it's like coming over that is just...
That's a big hurdle.
That comes with... I mean, that's different for everyone, how they get over that. But ultimately, it just comes down to you just got to get over it.
Right. You got
to find the discipline to do it, or else you're going to regret, right? There's a quote that said, if you think the price for failure is high, wait till you get the bill for regret.
Right.
And so that sticks with me. It's like, yeah, if I fail, so what? Yeah. But later in life, when I regret it, if I regret it, it's going to be a lot worse than failing.
True. That's very true.
But yeah, then the flip side is success scares me. In the way, and it sounds weird, but it's like, I guess it kind of ties into not being good enough. It's like, what if it does succeed? What then? What if it succeeds and I'm not able to keep it going, keep it growing, not be able to keep up with it? What then?
Right.
So, I don't know, it's kind of...
goes back and forth.
Yeah. It's like, well, I want to be good at this. I want it to succeed. Oh, what if it does succeed?
Then what?
Oh, but what if it fails?
Yeah.
So.
And everybody gets uncomfortable getting out of their comfort zone. I mean, all right, I'm okay in my lane. I'm working. I'm doing what I want. Oh, I had this huge success at work. Oh, how am I supposed to deal with that? What am I doing?
Right.
Or, oh, man, I totally failed this. I fumbled this so hard. How am I going to get out of this? How am I going to... You just, again, push through and work hard.
Right. So, but what can you do?
Yeah.
So this next one is a little bit, I guess, lighter, I guess you could say. Now, we're going to exclude the United States for now on this question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose and why? And let's not say anywhere in America yet.
Okay.
Because obviously I'd just choose America, but...
Well, you got to go with America's stepchild, Canada.
No.
Why?
No.
What's wrong? Canada's about the closest thing to America. They have done some stuff. I mean, even over the years, they've done stuff that's not exactly, but I mean, they are pretty close to America. I mean, for the most part. I mean, you look at any other democracy. I mean, the UK, yeah, but why live on that small island and all that? I wouldn't want to live in that geography like that. Like Canada's a very wilderness geography to it. It's not like I'm going to Siberia or Russia or any of those countries. Like, couldn't live there with the government. Like,
that's true. So I said New Zealand.
That is a good one.
I'd love to live there.
That is a good one.
I don't know what the politics are like there or anything like that. I don't care.
They're island people, man. They just lay back.
It's beautiful. I just got done watching. It's like I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. Right. Star Wars is still better, but Lord of the Rings is great too.
Yeah, it's fairly good.
And my parents have the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings, and with those, they have like all the behind the scenes, how they made it, all this, hours and hours and hours. We've watched those before, but I happened to stumble upon Peter Jackson, who directed Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies. I stumbled across his YouTube channel, and he did the equivalent of vlogging, but he just said, "Oh, welcome back to the blog." I'm like, dude was vlogging before it was cool.
True.
And he took you on a behind the scenes of the first Hobbit film, and then part of the way through the second one, because they filmed everything at the same time for the first two, and then the second part was kind of about post-production and whatnot like that. And I loved watching that because I geek out for stuff like that. There was a segment where it was all about the cameras they used. You know, they shot in 3D, and the way to do that, they used 2 cameras and the type of camera they use and all this other stuff. I was geeking out. But I was just like watching. I want to go so bad.
Yeah, I've heard it's a very between that and New Zealand, between that and Australia, they're pretty I mean, besides all the giant spiders and
everything else that wants to kill you.
Yeah, everything on there wants to kill you, like no matter what you do. So
and the kangaroos that just want to square up.
True.
Oh, I saw. There's a little tip for everyone. That anyone goes to Australia. If you see a kangaroo about neck deep in water or whatever, don't go try and help it.
Really?
It's going to drown you. It's luring you out there to kill you.
What the heck?
Because kangaroos are wild.
I never would have guessed a kangaroo would have done that.
Just stay away from kangaroos. They're wild, man. They're dope though. All right, let's jump down a little bit.
Keep dribbling on myself with the water.
Let's see. Oh, this will be an interesting one. How do you typically handle conflict with others, and what have you learned from those experiences?
I don't deal with people very well. I'm not a very good people person and conflict person. Because either one, I get too mad about it and just don't want to deal with them and just avoid them, or I confront them and give them too much of the truth and give them too much up front, like, hey, no, this is wrong or whatever. Like, I'm too straightforward about it with them. But I don't know. I think there's a good balance of saying what you need to say with conflict and trying to find a resolution and ignoring the problem.
Right.
And you just kind of got to find that middle ground of working of, okay, I've said my piece, you've said your piece, let's go from here.
Right. And I'm sure my family and my wife will disagree. I try. I'm going to emphasize, I try my best.
Keyword there's try.
Yeah. Yoda disagrees, but I try my best to stay cool, calm, and collected, because having a cool and calm mind helps me not say things that I don't want to say that I will regret later.
Right.
Because it's happened before where I just blurt something out and it comes out worse than if I just kind of slow down and
think about what you're about to say and have a filter.
Uh-huh.
As my buddy Jake says, brain filter mouth, not mouth brain filter.
Yeah. Yeah, so I try and get everything out. It takes me a while. I'm slow, and so I'm sitting there trying to piece the words together in my head and find a way to articulate it and get it out.
Right.
And it can cause trouble because it takes me a while.
Oh, yeah.
So at times,
you're just a little slow, Tanner. It's okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right.
You put a capital R in. Never mind. You probably would need to cut that one out.
Okay. What is something that has made you happy recently, and why?
You know, I'm probably gonna. If I don't say the answer, I'm about to say.
Besides your spouse, but your future spouse.
Okay. Yeah.
Because obviously,
that's number
obviously
one.
family, significant others. Obviously, those make you happy all the time.
Yeah. Probably just. I'm gonna sound like a hippie here, but like the warm weather, like coming into spring out of winter and being stuck inside, and like being able to go, all right, I'm just gonna go sit outside for lunch and
and not all the rain that we had too.
Right. So, sound like a little bit of a hippie there, but
no, I don't think so. I think a lot of people like it, although it's supposed to hit almost 100 like next week. So
that's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 97.
I think it's supposed to be 80 in Cedar.
Shut up.
It's always 15 degrees cooler.
That's true.
Always.
That's true. But you also get snow.
This is
there.
true too. I shoveled so much snow.
The same thing goes for the winter. It's always cooler.
Yeah, it's always 15 degrees cooler. Always.
So, but no, I can totally get on board with that. So, same thing though. Yeah, my wife, obviously.
Yeah, that's
makes
first
me
answer.
Happy all the time. And then one nerdy, The Mandalorian.
That's always
Season 3 just finished up. I don't know if you're caught up or not. Or
I've not even been watching it.
Okay,
Ellie's been watching it.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it ended in a way that they could stop. If they stopped making it, I wouldn't be upset.
Right.
Well, I would be upset because I want. But it's like, I wouldn't be like, oh, what happens next? What's going on next? You know, it's like, it's not. It doesn't leave you on a total cliffhanger. It ends in a good spot to where it's like, oh,
we could keep going.
I'm happy. I'm satisfied with what happened. But at the same time, like, but I want to see what goes on next because
I want more.
Because they definitely leave the door open.
Right.
But I'm like not mad at the same time. It's like, okay, if you end it here, but they're getting a season 4. Jon Favreau, wonderful man, has already wrote the scripts. I guess he confirmed that in an interview. But yeah, Mandalorian's made me happy recently, and this podcast.
Good answer.
Thank you. I, as you know, am the kind of the one that uploads, edits, and all that stuff. Does all the post production. I know that's a big word. I know that's a big word for you.
A very big word.
Stuff. And so I see, I try my best to like look at the data, look at all that stuff, and I want to try and do more of it. That's something I want to improve on this next year, and at least during the summer is, put in a little more effort. Make these better for you guys, the listeners.
Yeah.
But
the few and the proud.
One thing that is really, really cool was that Easter episode we did.
That one was a really good one.
It was a break in between all the virtual stuff that we did. It was in person. It's good to get back in person. But what was cool is it has performed the best out of all the other ones, all the recent ones that we've done. The first ones obviously did really well because we really pushed those.
Yeah.
But out of the last quite a few, it's done the best everywhere. It's done the best on YouTube. It's done the best on all the audio-only stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
So, and not like the Easter tradition. It's like the religion one that we did.
Right.
So that was really cool. I see that all the time. That makes me happy seeing that.
Well, and shout out to anybody listening now that hasn't listened to it.
Yeah, go back and listen to it.
Go back and watch that one.
Great episode.
It was a really good episode.
Yeah, not to pat ourselves on the back or anything, but
we will.
I won't. I want to stay humble.
Okay, Tanner.
All right. Let's finish up here on this is a good one. I like this one a lot. And I'm going to give you some time to think about one. So I'll go first, but it's what is a quote or mantra that resonates with you and why? So I'm going to give you a second to pick one.
Pick one, yeah.
Because there's a lot. I had a hard time choosing just one. I was like, this one. So, and we've kind of done this before on an episode that you hosted.
Yeah.
We talked about quotes and all this other stuff, and we talked about our favorite ones. So the one that I got, I don't know where it comes from. I saw it on an Instagram clip from another podcast. I don't know what podcast it was, so if you're listening and you know what it is, please tag them. Let us know who it is so we can give credit where credit is due.
Right.
I don't know where they got it from, if they got it from someone else, but I don't know the origins. I'll shut up and just say it now. But if you want to be able to shop without looking at the price tag, you have to be able to work without looking at the clock.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Uh-huh.
That's a really, really good
one. That
one
just, when I heard it the first time, I was like, whoa. Like,
wait a minute. Like
dang. That's good.
Yeah.
Because it's so true, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because you look at, like, we talked about it earlier, like, wanting us to be able to go do whatever we want whenever we want. In order to get there, it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of hard work. And to get that, you've got to be able to work without clocking in and out. Like, oh, is it 5 o'clock yet?
Oh, it's 4:59, 10, 9, 8.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Oh, do I have time to do this last little thing? Oh, what time is it? No, I don't got time today. I'll do it tomorrow.
Right.
So
that's
that one.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
That one hits.
That was just one. I have so many.
Yeah, so I go back to one I always use a lot from lacrosse days and stuff like that. Of our coach used to make us give him a note card every week with 5 goals on it and 5 quotes on it to help motivate us and help us work hard that week.
I remember the tape too. We wrote
one
quote down and put it on tape, and I had mine in my helmet that I could look at. I think is that where everyone put them?
I think majority of people put
them. Or was it just somewhere on your helmet?
I think it was just somewhere on your helmet, or put it like on the mirror,
right,
on your car, or like in your bathroom or whatever. Like put it somewhere where you'll see it all the time and memorize it.
Right.
And I think that really helped us a lot between that and the physical exertion he put us through, leg lifts and everything else. Just good running.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, back to my quote here. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. I mean, that in and of itself just shows you just if you're putting in the effort, no matter how gifted you are or talented you are, you're going to get outworked if you don't put forth effort. You look at any sports movie. I mean, you have the talented whoever, and then you have this nobody that just sits there and hits the grind, and then they end up winning. I mean, that's Hollywood, but it's still a good point to remember.
It holds some truth to it.
Yeah. it does. So
yeah, that's a good one. So all right, well, I think I think I got to know you on a deeper level now.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah,
I think I've learned some new things, but yeah, we'll call it there. We'll call it
a day.
We got to do this with the other guys too. At one point, when they get back, we'll look at doing it again. Probably have some different questions. Might do some other ones.
Drop some questions in the comments, whatever you want to hear or want to know about us. So
yeah. All right. Well, we'll catch you next time. Please like, subscribe, comment, leave us a review. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear from us, and all that good stuff. So we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Adios.